Yeah, see, this has been on my mindscape for quite some time, this premise, this kind of thing. And I think what's brought it up again for me recently is getting more into meditation and the concept of enlightenment, really, which I think, is very...
What doesn't mean anything?
Not especially. But it's something to aim for.
How can you aim for it if you don't know what it is?
Well...
You're just going to have
I'm not
some weird
entirely
sensation.
sure, but I would say that it's sort of... What is enlightenment? Haven't we had this discussion before?
Should we talk about this?
What do you think enlightenment is?
What do I think enlightenment is? Well, I'm with the Zen guys in that we kill the Buddha in the sense that we don't aspire to the state of enlightenment. If enlightenment comes, then whatever it is, then that's fine. If it does not, that's fine.
But how would you know that it has?
Well, we don't judge, so we don't know. So I don't know. To me, enlightenment it's nothing. It's just a meaningless term put there to offer bait to, the spiritual searcher and give them some kind of light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, I think it's a bloody good light, really. There's worse things you could have at the end of the tunnel. But then it could be said that it's kind of an ever-elusive,
Exactly. So I'm with that school of thought,
kind of carrot on a string right in front of you.
If you can see the reality of enlightenment, then you're enlightened, or at least partly.
If you can describe enlightenment, you don't know enlightenment.
Well, anyway, that's my school of thought. But I mean, there are similar things like, I would say nirvana, emptiness, meditations. You can get good at that, then you can consider yourself, I suppose, if you can sit in nirvana for a while, then I guess you consider yourself, by someone else's opinion of what enlightenment is, enlightened. But that's just someone else's opinion of what enlightenment is. And when you actually look at yourself, you're just the same person as you ever were. You just happen to have developed a skill. I honestly don't think it's anything.
See, I'm going to describe what I think it is now. I think that enlightenment is a concept put there in order to make people look within and refine themselves just to such an extent that they fulfil their potential in life. That's what I think enlightenment actually is. It's being the best version that you can be of you and knowing yourself so thoroughly that you almost, I wouldn't say you lose the emotion, you just learn to deal with them in a better way. You still yourself, know thyself. That's what enlightenment is to me.
Yeah, I mean, you can put whatever label, you can understand it how you want, and that gives you some kind of directive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this reminds me, when you were talking then, I was remembering Kensho, Japanese Kenshos, sort of the Zen, not really enlightenment, but their sort of sensation of enlightenment. And they describe it as after, meditation, that you might feel a sensation of, all colours in the world being sort of brighter and everything seem more real, or like you've woken up from a dream or something like that. There's kind of descriptions like that.
Yeah.
So the ones I've heard described like that are usually what I would call environmental descriptions, in the sense that
they're something I'd like to have a look at.
They're heightened. They're as a result of meditating, probably a natural reaction to the meditation. After your mind starts to relax and you regain equilibrium, you start to become hypersensitive, perhaps, to the environment, and
that's something I can actually relate to.
And I think that's
strangely, and I've never heard of that concept before.
That's my take on that. But they don't make that their goal.
Right.
Their goal is sitting properly and breathing properly, and that's it. It is literally that's gone, done.
Yeah, see, that kind of thing frightens me a little bit, like Zen does.